All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Over the past 4 to 6 weeks, I haven't heard from a single person saying they support this project. Not one.
First at 6, leaders in Cheshire say they've heard the voters loud and clear. Why people who live there say they're against a proposal to build a cold storage facility. Well, good morning to you and happy Wednesday. We hope yours is off to a good start so far. Thanks for being with us at Fox 61 America Areas.
And I'm Bridget Buerla. Great to have you here. Let's check in with Rachel Piscatelli. It's a mild start to the day, Rachel, but we won't see a lot of sunshine today, right?
Unfortunately, I think sunshine will be limited, especially the further east you go with a system really close by. I think the further west you go by the afternoon, you may see some decreasing clouds, but plan for just a cloudy day, a cooler day, and there could be some light showers around too throughout most of it. Satellite and radar picture now is quiet. We do have more clouds around, though. You can see that system that is down to the south of us this morning. That may bring in some wraparound moisture and throw a couple of light showers in our direction later on. So just showing you the skies are dry currently. We don't have any visibility issues. Here's what it looks like in Hartford currently at 57 degrees, and our winds are out of the north around 7 miles per hour. Temperatures 54 degrees in Torrington, 56 in New Milford. We are warmer than this time yesterday, anywhere from even 5 to about 10 degrees warmer. You'll see the rain chances, as I mentioned, are pretty limited throughout the day, so the coverage isn't going to be widespread. So this isn't any type of rain that I would go canceling any outdoor plans, or if the kids have practices or any games after school, those should be just fine too. Temperatures to start will be around 56 degrees for the bus stop on the ride home, only in the upper 60s, so we're jumping a couple of degrees. And do you need the umbrella? I mean, sure, you could take it. It wouldn't be a bad idea, but it's overall not a widespread issue. 70 in Naugatuck, 72 in Hartford, southeastern Connecticut in the upper 60s to near 70. Heading through the overnight hours, we are expecting decreasing clouds. That's going to lead to a beautiful day on Thursday. We'll have more details on that and walk you through it coming up in just a bit. Let's check in with the roads this morning here at 6:02. And overall, we are largely quiet. We did have some areas of road work, but that is wrapping up for the morning commute. A live look outside over in Southington, showing you those delays this morning because of the road work in the area of 84 eastbound. It was more significant in the 5 o'clock hour. Waterbury to Hartford is around 37 minutes, so you are looking at about a 7-minute delay there. No delays. Route 8. A live look outside over on Route 9 in Middletown. That looks good this morning, and your drives are certainly reflecting that. Jumping on 91 into the capital is around 7 minutes. Erica.
Rachel, thanks. Well, right now, the search continues to find the driver of a car that hit a West Hartford student. We brought you this as breaking news yesterday morning. That student was riding a bike to school when it happened. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle is joining us live near Albany Avenue and Lindy Lane in West Hartford. That's where this crash happened less than 24 hours ago. Glenn, how is the school district responding?
Yeah, good morning, Erica. They're focusing on student safety as a response to what happened here just yesterday morning. We're going to get into a letter that the school sent in just a couple of seconds from now. But in terms of the student that was hit, we don't know how they're doing this morning. However, we do know in that same letter that was penned to parents and students that teachers and other drivers stopped to check on that high schooler who they say was responsive when they went to go check on him. Now police are searching for a black SUV or hatchback. That's the car that they said hit this student and fled the scene yesterday morning. Now they haven't released much information about the vehicle. This is all the data that they have so far. And this all happened at around 7 a.m. when that black SUV or hatchback hit a Hall High School student while he was on his way to school near Albany Ave and Lindy Lane. Police say the car took off east down Albany Ave, and in a letter sent out to parents, West Hartford School Superintendent Paul Vachinas sent out a statement saying in part, quote, "The safety and well-being of our children is our highest priority. With school back in session, there is increased pedestrian, cyclist, bus, and commuter traffic, and I urge all members of our community to do their part in ensuring safety by practicing careful driving, being attentive to road conditions, and always watching for children and pedestrians at crosswalks, bus stops, and intersections." Now, this latest hit and run comes as the town continues their Vision Zero plan. The 10-year plan, which started back in 2023, aims to heavily reduce pedestrian accidents by building different safety projects in problem areas throughout town. The town is now also looking into installing speed cameras in certain problem areas where drivers go too fast. The Federal Highway Administration reports speed cameras can reduce speed-related crashes by up to 54%. It's unclear right now if speed was a factor in that pedestrian accident yesterday, but right now the West Hartford Traffic Division will be investigating how this pedestrian accident happened, and they're also asking for the public's help. They say if anyone has any information on that black SUV or hatchback that hit the student, you're asked to call West Hartford Police. Live in West Hartford, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
All right, Glenn, thank you. Many people in Cheshire spoke out against building a cold storage facility in town, and the town council heard them loud and clear. Fox 61's Kayla Kate is live for us outside the town hall with the results of a vote last night and how the town council came to their decision. Good morning, Kayla.
Good morning. Yeah, the last night's meeting didn't start until 7, and the vote didn't come until after 10 p.m. And that's because of all the concerns that were raised by homeowners, which then led town council voting against this proposal. Now, the cold storage facility would have made the city sell off 58 acres of public land off Birch Drive, and some of the people who live on the road didn't want that to happen. Had it been passed, Stacy Miller, who has a home in that area, says their water could have been compromised. Miller and many other people like Aslam Khan were concerned about the safety of their community and the traffic and noise it would bring.
Really, it's Highway 10, Route 10. If you go anytime, even today, just now coming here, it was busy. 114 more trucks every day, 2,500 more cars every day, just for this development. Nobody, we still have that big mall that's going to open up pretty soon.
Khan says he wasn't completely against the development of the cold storage facility. He just wanted them to think it through. In Cheshire, Kayla Cade, Fox 61.
All right, Kayla, thanks so much. Well, meantime, at 6:06, Hartford police arrested 2 men accused of crashing a vehicle into 2 police cruisers during a traffic stop. Police have been tracking the vehicle already for its reported involvement in counterfeit money transactions. Eric Gamble was found with counterfeit cash, fentanyl pills, and a handgun. Eduardo Rodriguez Jr. also had counterfeit money and outstanding warrants. Both men now face multiple charges. The Better Business Bureau is looking into a company called Eastern Transportation and Rentals. They're accused of scamming at least 11 customers out of hundreds of dollars. Customers say they prepaid for airport rides that were booked through Facebook, only to be canceled or charged extra money. And some have yet to receive some refunds that were promised to them. Connecticut police and consumer agencies are looking into the case while the company operates without a state livery permit. Officials warn consumers to be cautious when booking services through social media.
Alex Jones is requesting the U.S. Supreme Court to review a $1.4 billion judgment against him for calling the 2012 Sandy Hook shooting a hoax. The Connecticut jury found him liable for defamation and emotional distress after relatives of the victim sued. Jones claims the ruling violates his free speech rights and was decided without a proper trial. The case has sparked a heated legal debate over constitutional restrictions and protections versus the harm caused by the false claims about the tragedy that killed 20 kids and 6 adults. People in the West Hartford community stood united amid the deaths of 19 protesters in Nepal Monday. A candlelight vigil held outside the town hall in honor of all the lives lost. It was also a moment for people to stand with the Nepali Americans amid this difficult time.
Our hearts are with them, and while we can't really do much being here, but just be a voice for them and be an outlet to listen to them and also share in their sorrow today.
Demonstrations erupted a week after officials moved to ban several social media platforms for not registering with the government. Police opened fire on the crowd, killing more than a dozen people and injuring more than 100. Chief advisor for the Nepal Association of Connecticut says protesters demonstrated in Nepal's capital after what he says has been years of misconduct by those in power.
The root of this protest was against government, against dictatorship, but then what ignited the fire is their social media ban as a medium to suppress people's voice.
Meantime, the United Nations Human Rights Office is now calling for a, quote, prompt and transparent investigation.
A skunk in Colchester has tested positive for rabies. Officials say it was found near Caverly Mill Road and Norwich Ave. Officials want to warn everyone, do not handle wild animals and keep your pet's rabies vaccinations up to date. If you even think that you've been exposed, you absolutely have to get medical care as soon as possible.
6:09 now, and happening today in Hartford, the Connecticut Department of Labor and the Hartford Athletic are teaming up for their 5th annual hiring expo. It will be at Trinity Health Stadium from 10 this morning to 2 in the afternoon. Employers from finance, tech, manufacturing, healthcare, and more will be on site. The event is free, no pre-registration is needed, and all job seekers get a discount to Hartford Athletic home matches.
Listen up today in Newington. The governor is expected to announce an increase in state funding to towns for road repairs. His office says it's part of the newly signed state budget. Now, we don't know yet how much will be up for grabs, but the governor's office says it's a 33% increase from what it was before. We are expected to learn more details about the announcement later this morning. Roxbury getting a big boost for public safety. Local and state leaders say a $1 million grant is going to expand the Roxbury Volunteer Ambulance building. The project will add space to house all vehicles in one place, making it easier for crews to respond quickly in emergencies. The grant is part of a $30 million package helping small towns all across Connecticut with upgrades to roads, schools, and public safety. Officials say this investment will benefit the entire community.